Hi everyone. So today's video is about merging different LLM models to create your own LLM model, that too for completely free. We will be using the Google Collab notebook. It will be completely free. Not only that, I'll show you how you can submit it on the leaderboards to get the evaluations of your particular LLM. I'll show you how to do that on the Google Collab notebook, and I know it can seem a little bit overwhelming, but it is not. It is very easy and straightforward. You just need to run the blocks. That's it. You'll get two files I'll provide in the description for download. One is this notebook and one is called a YML file. And don't worry about it, it just has the names of the models that you want from Hugging Face to merge and some settings. I'll explain everything. So for starters, what you need to do is you can connect to the free version of Google Collabs. And here what I am going to do is firstly run the first block. And yes, it doesn't take much time, so don't worry about that. So after that, you need to run the second block. So you will run it and it will directly clone the merge kit. It is nothing, it is a GitHub repo which allows us to merge two LLM models very easily. You don't need to get into anything, but just remember this examples folder. Because the way we merge two LLM models, there are different ways. There are linear, there is ties, and all different ways. And here you can see, if you click on any one of them, you get the YML file. They already provide the example. You just need to copy paste, change this particular name of the model you want to use directly from Hugging Face. And I'll do that and I'll show that to you. And it is not necessary to use only these. I'll be using della merge and I'll provide the file in the description. This is just for a reference. You can use any one of these, and because it is free, you can just practice if you want. You can see it doesn't take time. It is already cloned, right? Now comes the interesting part. Here you see the model which will be merged will be in the merged LLM path. So don't worry about it. The only thing which you need to understand is that this is called here the config YML is the linear YML file, right? What I'll do is I'll upload my own YML. You can use anyone and I'll show you how to edit it even if you want. So here I'll drag something called della linear 3B YML, right? And if I click on it, you can see this is the same thing. Now here, how I chose these two models, you can choose anything. Don't worry about it. But I'll show you what you need to do. Firstly, just change the name of whatever the name is here. You just need to do this. So I'll do della linear 3B. So you see, this is done. Here, what I did was I went to the Open LLM leaderboards, right? And because I will be using 3 billion parameter models for this, because this is going to be a short video, I am just showing the process. You can do it with any models. Just remember, they should be of the same architecture. So all of these you see 3 billion, this is the Llama one, but you see the Chalklentine, this one is Microsoft Phi, right? Here you can see 3.82 billion parameters. You just need to copy this. You come back here and you paste it here. So you just need to do this, right? And similarly, you are not confined to just like number of models can be only 2. It is not the case. You can have 20 or 30 models, whatever you like. Obviously it is going to be messed up. 2-3 models are good. Remember one thing, when using the free version, we just have a RAM that is 12.7 GB, and we have the GPU of 15 GB. So keep this in mind, because these will be loaded on the RAM and GPU, and I'll show you how to balance it out. Because if you just want to load it on RAM, then there would be an error because we are using the free version, but we can balance it out. So now I hope you get it, how you can choose any of the two. You just need to choose 5, or if you are choosing Llama, then choose 2 Llama. Like, don't go for Llama and Mistral, something like that. So that was the only thing that you need to remember. And you can choose any one of these YML files, and you can see you can change all of these. There are densities and everything. I'll make another video explaining what is density, weight and everything, but I'll just give an overview here. So basically, when we are talking about the weight means how much of the knowledge will be included in the output model. So weight of 0.33 means that 33% of the total knowledge that this particular model has will be used for merging. Like it is somewhat that it is not as simple as how I'm trying to explain, but I think this is the best way you can understand. And here, if I make it like, let's for the ease make it density 0.4, 0.6, right? What this means is that when there is a confusion, so if I provide one question to both of these models, and if they have something where they are not agreeing, like the both of the answers are not agreeing with each other, right? So density means what will be favored. So 60% of the time the second model will be favored, and 40% of the time the first model will be preferred. So this is density, and weight is how much of the total knowledge is being included. You can try and put it like this is a trial based method. You need to know what these two models do, and according to that, but you can try it out. Now merge method, let's keep it della linear and everything. Base model is, because we are merging two models, there can be gaps in between, right? So there can be gaps of knowledge, there can be gaps of anything. It is preferable if you use any base model like your direct instruct phi3 or any base model of that. But obviously, because you will be downloading 3 different models, to make it faster, I am just using the second model as the base model. So any gaps or anything which will be there in the output model will be fixed by the base model. And D type is B float 16. This is like the type of the model. And tokenizer source base means tokenizers are basically like it would be extracted from the base, like how the tokens will be. So that is basically tokenizer. So that would be taken directly from the base. It wouldn't matter much and it would work properly with base because we are not merging different types of models. So if all of them are phi, obviously the tokenizer source taking from base would work with the output model very well. It shouldn't be a problem. So this was it, right? Now remember one thing. Remember I said that the RAM and the GPU, like we have less RAM, slightly higher GPU. So what you can do is low CPU memory is basically your normal RAM, right? So what we can do is we can make it true. If you are using it on like runpod or something, you do not need to do this. I did that, and now I'll run this. So you see that the download has started, right? And it will be directly downloading the models from Hugging Face, and then it will start working on it. So now when you see that the downloads are complete of the two models, it will start executing the graph. This is nothing, basically merging the models. So you see there are like 980 steps to it, and it is not going to take long. You can see the time here, like it is going to take just some minutes, so wait for it. So as you can see, the executing graph is complete 100%, and it doesn't take much time. It took around 5 minutes. So now you just need to run this block. So after this block is complete, we'll be logging into Hugging Face. And how we'll do that? Just run this block. You'll get this. Click on it. You are directly redirected to this page where you can create or create a new write token. And don't worry, I'll change this token. You just need to uncheck this and log in. So you will be logged in, right? Now in this particular section, see, this is like a previously made LLM model. This part always remains the same. This is your username, and this you can name anything. So you don't need to create a new repo in Hugging Face. This will directly create if it doesn't match with any of your previously made repos. So what I'm doing here is, this part username remains same. I am randomly giving it, let's say ABCD, right? 3 billion. I am giving it this name, and I'm going to run this. And it may take some time, but then you'll see that it has started to push, upload all the files that are present in model, merged LLM, all of these files in this particular Hugging Face. So here, as you can see, it has been uploaded, right? It is showing that the files and everything has been uploaded. And now if you come back to your profile, you can see this ABCD3B. The informations, it just provides a format. You can put all the informations that you want to put. That's not the main thing. But here, if you click on the files, you see all of these files are present here. Now just copy this. I'll show you. This is the leaderboard, right? If you want to submit it, you need to go to submit, sign in with Hugging Face, and what it does is that basically nothing, it will take your username and sign in with that. In the model name, you just need to put this, and obviously you can see, wait a second, you can see FP16, so float 16, you can put it in this way, right? And keep everything same. This is not fine tuned, this is basically merge. So you can select the merge and you can submit for evaluation. When you are signed it, you can submit for evaluation. It will take 2-3 days. You can see that these are running currently, right? And these are all the finished evaluations, and when it is done, you'll get a card. So if you see, this, right? So you'll get the scores of all different evaluation benchmarks, and you can put it on your particular repo, this model card, so people can know what is the ranking, what are the benchmarks of this particular model. Now another thing is that this profile, Michael, he is actually he converts all these repos to GGUF format, which can be used to run on LM Studio locally, right? Either you can convert it yourself, or you can request him, and he generally does that. You can see he has converted more than 8,000 models, so he does that. So it would hardly take a single day. You can go here, right? And you can see in the community, in the discussions, you can just start a new discussion. If you see the closed ones, you can see people just request him to convert to GGUF, and he generally does that. And he has all of these GGUF formats on his own profile. So this is actually great because a lot of people, he has followers, and a lot of people actually randomly check his Hugging Face profile to see new models which are coming up. So in this way, other people can also use your GGUF models, and you can get a very good review of how that model is, and you can use it yourself. So if you just open any one of these, you can see all the quants are provided by him, like Q3, Q4, Q6, everything. So this is one of the ways. Either you can do it yourself. So I think this was it for the video, and if you have any other kind of like queries, comments and anything, put it in the comment section below and I'll try to reply. Thank you.